The sun goes down on a tired street, but in the glow of the street we meet. 7 o'clock on a Saturday night, the chat room sparks with a digital light. We're logging in from 1,000 miles to trade our theories and share our smiles. A global circle in a tiny room, waiting to see what's about to come. Oh, we're the family of the strange, watching the world as the shadows change. From the serial killers to the ghost in the hall, together we're here to witness it all. Yeah, it's a Saturday night and we're feeling fine, walking that weird and wonderful line. Did you see that shadow in the corner frame? Does a cult leader even know his name? We dive deep down in the rabbit hole, searching for the truth of a lost dark soul. And someone drops a video of a dancing cat, and we're all laughing just like that. From the grim and the gore to the pure absurd, we hang on every single spoken word. Oh, we're the family of the strange, watching the world as the shadows change. From the serial killers to the ghost in the hall, together we're here to witness it all. Yeah, it's a Saturday night and we're feeling fine, walking that weird and wonderful line. Moderators keeping peace on the floor, while the fuel count starts its steady grow. It's more than just pixels on a glass display, it's the way we watch the week away. No judgment here in the go with the blue, just me and the family and the weirdness too. From love and legends to the news that's fake, we take every turn that the algorithms make. Oh, we're the family of the strange, watching the world as the shadows change. From the serial killers to the ghost in the heart, together we're here to witness it all. Yeah, it's a Saturday night and we're feeling fine, walking on weird and wonderful lines. 7 p.m. and the world is wide, but we got nowhere else to hide. Just a weird news family side by side. Stay strange tonight, stay strange tonight. Stay strange tonight.
Hello, my weirdos, and happy Saturday to everybody. I hope everybody's had a good week. We're gonna have a little fun here tonight. Hi, Beverly. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Brooklyn. Hi, Billy. You rock. Oh, Marcy. Hi, Marcy. Oh, let's see who else we got here. John and JW. Mirko Mama. Oh, and Jenny. Who am I missing? Anybody? I probably am, and if I am, I'm sorry. Oh, Lane, I saw her earlier. Catherine. Ooh, Sharon. Nabel. Amy. Oh, Java. Calgary girl. Oh boy, we're going tonight. We're going to do something a little different, as it said in the description there. Now for something completely different. Something over the past week has happened that I think is going to change a lot of opinions. Not really so much the opinions of the people in the United States, but opinions of people around the world. As everybody knows, FIFA World Cup is going on right now. and it's being held in the U.S. for first. And they never wanted to have it in the U.S. because they felt that U.S. was unmannered, they were mean, high crime and everything else. But this time, this is being held in the United States, and they found out in the process that everything that they know is wrong. Stuart threw everybody over here. That I like the way you put that. Uh, it's been amazing. Right down the road here from me is Boston. The Scots are in Boston. I'm Scottish, so my people. They drank Boston out of beer. They have took over Boston and had an awesome time. And I've talked to friends of mine there in Boston. They said it has been amazing. They drank on we go yesterday alone on Friday. They drank 5 times more beer than is what's consumed on the average St. Patrick's Day in Boston. These people just went all out. But what's amazing is what these people are been blogging about and screaming about the country and the people here and the things they see and how beautiful the country is. And that's affecting me in a way that, uh, we get complacent. We see it every day. So they're seeing it. I'm seeing it on their blogs as they're seeing it. The comedian Gallagher used to say about seeing things with new eyes, like his 3-year-old daughter seeing stuff for the first time, seeing it with new eyes. And these people are I'm seeing things with new eyes through them. And it's given me a whole new appreciation for the country. So what I'm going to play some of this stuff, and which is really it's mind bending, and especially right now, we're a week away from our 250th anniversary of this great nation. So let's listen to what people from not in this country says about our country.
I've got to say, collectively, we owe the USA an apology. And when I say we, I mean the entire world. And that apology is needed purely because of how much judgment the world has thrown onto the US over the last few years. The American people are probably the most genuine, welcoming, humble people that I've ever met in my life. 100%, if you get the chance, go to the US and travel and see it for yourself. I promise you, you won't regret it.
It's just been really cool. And I think one of my favorite parts even about World Cup is the fact that there's so many people coming in from all over the world and they're enjoying America. Like they're truly, truly enjoying America, enjoying all of the little things that sometimes.
Granny, that's exactly it. We have our problems. It's not a perfect country, but it is an amazing country. My 63 years on this planet is I've only traveled outside the country once, and that was to Canada. So, American Light. And back in 1906, a guy said, see America first. That was in 1906. I travel every year. I love traveling. I love seeing this country. I don't fly anywhere. I take my motorcycle. Why? So I can be immersed in this amazing country that we live in. We have our problems, but our problems can be fixed. What we have outside, our mountains, our lakes, the Great Plains, the Grand Canyon, is some of the most amazing things in the world. And the people here, when I travel, I meet so many different people, and they're wonderful. I've never been to Amsterdam. I've never been outside of the country except once to Canada. That's it. And that's when I was a kid. Why? I don't want to. I would like to go to Europe and go on a motorcycle trip, but I want to see this country. There is so much to see. Last year when I was on my motorcycle trip, and I took a lot of the old Route 66, I saw the big blue whale. I saw other stuff that reminisced to the heydays of Route 66, and it's inspiring.
Times we overlook, and you see the little like TikToks or stories from there's Freddie LA7 who is currently on Twitter, and it's like they're just enjoying the little things about this country that maybe we sometimes overlook, like having a big gas station, like going to Buc-ee's, even just talking about like the neighborhoods, how quaint our neighborhoods are, or how kind people are in America. It's almost like we needed people from different parts of the world to remind us how great our country is, and no, our country isn't perfect, and there's definitely some things that can be better, but there's also just a lot of good here, and there's a lot of good people here, there's a lot of amazing things here, there's a lot of small things that I feel like sometimes us Americans take for granted because it's just something that we've gotten used to our entire life. And so that's been one of the things that I also just think has been really cool, seeing our country through the eyes of people who don't hear.
And that's the whole thing. When I moved to New England with my first wife, she's from here, and she's showing me around New England. You know, whether it's down in Massachusetts or up in Maine or the mountains of the White Mountains or whatever it is, she got excited because I was excited seeing all this new stuff. And then when Sassy moved up from Texas, it was the same thing all over again. Except I was getting excited that she was getting excited about all the things that she's seen. You know, even if it's a cemetery from the 1600s in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, going to, seeing the Lizzie Borden house, the history. And then when we went down to Texas and she showed me around Texas and showed me Texas hospitality and true Texas barbecue and stuff like that, she got excited over how I got excited over it. Everybody lives in a small box, and we need to get out of that box a little bit and really look at this amazing country that we live in.
I think we owe you a big apology, because what we think America's like is exactly not what it's like. Like the news outlets in the UK say America's this, say America's that, say America's this, say America's that. I'm not going to get into detail, but listen, when you go to America, you actually see what it's like with
Yes, please do me a favor, hit that like, and later on come back and leave a comment. You know, share this out too. You know, help me build up to 500. I'm at 400 or 320 something right now. You know, this week and next week I'm not going to be doing body cams or police chases or anything. I'm going to be doing about this country because this is an important week for me. I am an extremely patriotic person. I love this country so much. I'm a veteran. I'm a biker, and you know so for this week and next week, and that it's all dedicated to the U.S.
your own two eyes. Honestly, people are so nice here. The hospitality is amazing. People are just so accommodating, and anything you want, they will do it. And the thing is, the people here are so nice, so polite, and in the UK, we think the complete opposite. We think people are not nice. We think it's very dangerous here. But it's not, guys. You need to go to America to experience it. Because if you're not, then you're missing out. You're 100% missing out of what it's like in the USA. So to me, to you, I give you guys a huge apology, because us Brits are missing out of the USA. Honest, guys.
America, you deserve.
Now, this guy here, this is Josh from England. He's got actually quite a few channels, and he is a huge lover of the U.S. And you should watch him. He's fun. He's a lot of fun to watch.
deserve and are owed an apology. And I'm going to say sorry on behalf of all the countries outside America and their media and the narrative they paint about America. Hundreds and thousands of fans for the World Cup are now seeing America through their own eyes, realizing the narrative they've been fed is false. And they're now realizing America is not the place that they thought it was. And I am sorry the media in these countries outside of America paints you the way they do. America is rich in culture, scenery, the people are amazing. And the media in the countries outside of America paint this weird narrative that it's a place that you shouldn't go. But now the tides are changing. There is a shift that is happening. And I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's true. You know, we talk about false news and everything else, the media lies, but you see, and that also is the same thing around the world. The media lies, you know, blood cells. They don't want to show the good stuff. That's why, you know, I've been on a rabbit hole this past week watching bloggers and all that talk about coming to the World Cup. Do you know how many people came from foreign countries to the U.S. for the World Cup? What's going on here? 5 to 10 million. They're adding 20 to 30 billion dollars into our economy. They come here expecting crappy stadiums and everything else. They find our stadiums are world class. There's people that are calling that to be able to come to the U.S. more often for the World Cup. I'm not a soccer fan. I played it back in elementary school, but I'm not a soccer fan. But I'm a fan of people coming someplace and seeing the good, seeing what's right about this country, you know, and then spreading it to the other people.
We've been painted in this light for so long, and I'm so happy America is finally receiving the flowers that it deserves. We've all seen the videos of the Europeans experiencing America for what it truly is, and it's amazing. When I first landed in America all those years ago, I came with an open mind. I saw it through my own eyes, and it's exactly what is happening right now with all the traveling fans for the World Cup and the foreigners. They are seeing America through their own eyes, and they're realizing how amazing it is.
I have one thing to ask of all the Americans enjoying the FIFA World Cup, Europeans being here. Please remember this, because what they're seeing, what you're seeing through their eyes right now is what it actually is here. No one really knew they were coming. We're not big soccer people. It's not like we were preparing. It's not like people are trying to show a better side of us than it is. These are videos of people just going around the country and meeting actual regular people in their actual regular lives, being how they actually are. This is what it actually is. So when they leave and we go back to just seeing each other through our own eyes, don't forget that what they saw is the reality. What you're seeing is informed by your entire life and every argument and every political news story that you watch and every influencer that you see every day. What they're seeing right now is what it actually is.
Americans, it's finally happening. It's going to go down as the best World Cup in history. Everyone across the world now has realised that they have been lied to this entire time from their media in their own country. People across the world are now travelling to America and they are realising how beautiful the country is, how beautiful the people in America are, how well-mannered, how polite, how respectful they are. Every single state is like a completely different country. Different landscape, different cultures. I get it at home. Like, people close to me say, "Oh, why do you want to go to America for? You know, this and this happens, and you don't." But these are the people that have never been to America, or they've been when they were kids, so they haven't got a clue. I go every year. Me and my family go every single year. We know what it's like in America. The people are well-mannered. The people are respectful. The people are polite, they're patriotic. Every road you go down, there's American flags. You can't do that in the UK. Finally seen it, and I love it, Americans. I absolutely love it. I see online is just videos of people apologising. I absolutely love this World Cup because of it. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know.
Also, as I'm seeing the content from the tourists who are visiting for the FIFA World Cup, none of them are saying the food's nasty. Like, I have yet to see one video, It's one girl literally going on a full rant on Threads about ranch.
That is one of the things that just absolutely amazes me. Europeans going nuts over ranch dressing. Ranch dressing, Buc-ee's, and Texas brisket.
Like, I have not seen that one video of them saying, oh, the food's nasty here. We never said it had nutritional value or anything like that. You can't eat that burger every day, okay?
Exactly,
But
Tony.
I'll be damned if that food is not good. All right? So it sounds like Americans were right.
We owe America a huge apology because America is nothing like what the media tells us.
I personally
Everyone
don't like
is
ranch
so
dressing.
friendly,
I can't
everyone
have
is so
mayonnaise.
accommodating, and I've honestly had the best time. I fly home Sunday, and the English have a song where we say, please don't take me home, I just don't want to go to work, let me stay here and drink all your beer. And I've never resonated with that song more than in America for this World Cup. I wish I could stay and finish the tournament watching England. So if anyone is out there that can help me make this happen, then please let me know. I want nothing more than to stay in the USA, finish the World Cup, and meet more fantastic Americans.
Bro, are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Just look at the match that.
Yeah, I can't understand him. Thank God there's subtitles to this guy, but boy, is he excited.
Netherlands and Sweden served us up. A 6-goal thriller. You see the scoreline 5-1. I think it was just a game that Netherlands dominated very easily. No. Sweden was well in this game. Lie that you are not entertaining in this game. Lie that this FIFA World Cup has not been entertaining. All of you owe America an apology. You all owe FIFA an apology because before a football was kicked in this tournament, there was so much negativity. This will be the worst World Cup ever. It's not be entertaining. It's not be this, it's not be that. Have you not gotten the most entertainment out of this World Cup?
Somebody had an
Lie that this has not been one of the most entertaining World Cups that you have watched in your lifetime. From Argentina winning that game 3-0, Messi scoring a hat-trick, to the game of France, to many other big teams playing. Entertainment left, right, and center. And we are just starting the second round of the group stage. This is just Netherlands versus Sweden. So you can see the World Cup is not entertaining. Yeah. This is one of the most entertaining World Cups ever. If you are missing this World Cup, you are missing something.
I just think it's how they embrace the experience and about how they're here to enjoy it.
One of the things that I found amazing is the Tartan Army in Boston. They had one of the bars was completely packed. Yeah. And they broke into our national anthem and they knew the words and they sang our national anthem. It actually brought a tear to my eye. How many Americans don't know the national anthem? Not a lot, because we learned it as a kid. But here's all these people from Scotland, and they're singing our national anthem.
The football's important, but it's also about the culture and the place that you come and about how you represent your country. And it's absolutely fantastic. Everybody's been friendly. The police, to be fair, have been excellent with the fans. I think they understood what we're here to do and how we're here to enjoy it.
And we were speaking to people this morning who were saying, we're really sorry to see you going because we're moving on. Yeah. So we've left a good impression. That's really good.
It's just our passion, and we don't, well, I mean, some people obviously do go overboard, but I think collectively we actually just come to have a good time and we all kind of stick together, and there's not usually any aggro in that. It's a lot of good fun, and that's all we want to do is have a party.
Their enthusiasm for us, they want us to qualify because they want us to stay in Germany, because they say we're the best fans in the world. They're welcome in Germany anytime, and that's what makes us. But we know that anyway. Everywhere we travel, we're well behaved and we support.
Oh, you use buttermilk, you don't use mayo.
What do you think blows the European mind the most when they come and they visit America, because that's a big thing going on Twitter right now. Is all these Americans are here for the World Cup, and they're like going to a bunch of the like U.S. staples, and their minds are just being blown. I would say like the three winners, like what the European mind is just loving: Buc-ee's, Waffle House, and Ranch.
Ranch is a really good one.
Okay,
unlimited refills.
it's a tier 2 for me.
Oh, I saw a guy experiencing it and he was just so excited.
Oh,
And
so you're on this. You're on this.
that's the only one I saw.
Okay.
Then I was thinking about it. Do they have, buffets in Europe?
I assume so. Yeah, I assume so.
All
That's-
you can
that's-
eat buffets?
We got to pull this.
Because I think an all you can eat, we had one in Oklahoma. I think it was sushi, ugh. But it's all you can eat. You can just keep going back up there and getting more.
They do have buffets in Europe.
They do.
If you ever get a chance, watch some of the videos of people from Europe going out to Waffle House or to Popeyes. One of them said that their top tier fast food joints is McDonald's, and after eating at Whataburger or Jack in the Box or In-N-Out Burger and all that, they can never go to McDonald's again.
Mostly sushi and brunch.
Okay. So that would not blow their mind.
Europeans are going to America and they're amazed by everything. But the
Okay, this guy here is British Dad Reacts. If you haven't subbed to this guy, you need to. He is awesome.
missing out on the main thing, the very thing you should be taking notice of the most out of everything. It's the patriotism, how much they love their country, how proud they are to be themselves. Yes, everything's big. The country's massive and beautiful. The food's got so much flavor, and you've been lied to by the media for years. The people are actually nice to you. Would you believe it? An armed society is a polite society. Shock. We're going to watch the American national anthem at the World Cup. British people and European people are going over to America and they are absolutely loving it. The only negative thing I've heard is that their football chants are rubbish. I'm going to tell you how they've got us beat on that one as well. Their national anthem. Pay close attention. The English national anthem represents loyalty to the monarch. One person out of multiple countries. The American anthem symbolizes national unity, perseverance, and freedom. And it's not just for this event. They do this all year round, every day. So when you come home from America and you take down your flag, remember, they're not taking down theirs. Ain't nothing changing just because the World Cup's finished. Look at the size of the stadium.
Hey, as always, please forgive me if I do not talk through somebody's national anthem.
Yeah, John, that brings up a good point. There was one of them that I saw, they were talking about AC. In Europe, AC is pretty much unheard of. Nobody's got ACs. It doesn't get hot enough to have ACs. Most cars don't even have it in it. And they come to the US and everything is air conditioned. And it was so hot down in Miami and Houston and places like that. I think they were enjoying that.
Let's get some inspiration.
Black Hills is gorgeous.
So proudly waiting at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we marched were so gallant. History and the rockets the bombs bursting gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sailors and stars.
Yes, let's go. Yo, this is what I'm talking about. Everybody on their feet. They've all got the hand on the heart. They've got the pride and the feeling it. They're feeling the emotion. This is not just for the World Cup. This is a regular occurrence. This is the difference. Hey, right now, hear me, right? There's going to be English people. I'm going to review the England World Cup on my other channel, right? But watching this video right now, I can guarantee you people that's watching this video will have had tears down their face listening to that. They would have been proud. They have pulled over the side of the road if they were listening to it, just so they could take off their hat or put their hand on their heart. There's a difference, okay? People feel these words because it represents the people. It represents something to them. When was the last time you seen people cry at God Save the King? But if you put it into Google, you can see millions of search results of people crying on a regular basis when they hear this because it's beautiful. It represents them and who they are, no matter who's in charge, no matter who's leading their country. This is massive and beautiful. It's bigger than any World Cup. And this is the inspiration that I need Europeans to take back home, because this is not just for the World Cup. This is who they are. And this is the exact thing that I want to see the inspiration being taken from. Look at the size of it. I've never seen a stadium that big. Now, it doesn't matter who you are or where you're from. I can guarantee that all of us want to feel that level of pride in our own country. And why can't we? Why can't we? It's a beautiful thing. The pursuit of happiness is an American saying, okay? And I do believe that that phrase and that saying needs to be understood by the world a lot more. Surely we all get one chance at life, no matter who we are. Surely we all deserve happiness. We should live our life in the pursuit of happiness. And within that, you should be proud of who you are and where you're from. Acceptance of who you are. Acceptance of your country and your fellow people around you coming together as one. I don't know, man. I've seen so many people reacting to all sorts of things, like the food and how big the country is, and look how far they travel and everything. But what I'm so desperate for is the people of my country to come back and look around when all the flags come down and you're not even allowed to fly your own flag and think, wait, it doesn't have to be like this. We actually could have something different.
Hi, Vicky.
Anyway, I got to do the end of the video thing now. I don't want to carry this on too long. I am eternally grateful for all of the amazing comments. I will continue to reply as many as I can, or at least read, and I put a like on it every single day. I reply to so many, and I always will. At the end of the month, I'm going to try and go live again, so you can come and ask me anything you like. Literally completely free. No one has to pay anything or anything like that. Just come and talk to me if you want to talk to me. That would be amazing.
This guy does a lot of great reactions.
European watching this, please take some inspiration. And if you're American watching this, be proud of yourself, because not every country has what you have. And that is something that I very much desire for my own people. Much love and God bless. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you.
I didn't expect it to be as good as this, to be honest.
Unbelievable. And I mean unbelievable.
Is the media misrepresenting how Americans are?
Back home, 100%. They're the nicest people in the world. They're so open, like chatting and all that.
The police have been really kind, really helpful.
I think we're happy to come over anytime you guys want.
Genuinely, you guys want us. If you put up with us, we'll come.
What is going on, everyone? James Klug here. Today we are in Boston.
Amy, I just watched something. I can't remember if it was Fan Electrician or whoever. The entire story behind Francis Scott Key writing it. with watching the British bombardment from one of the prison ships when he was trying to negotiate a release of a prisoner exchange, and how the people. His YouTube channel is British Dad Reacts. See if I can find it here, and I'll drop a link to his channel. I just watched an amazing thing on the Strand, and I didn't understand a lot of it in the beginning, but the way that it was explained, it broke down, and now I understand the national anthem even more.
In Massachusetts, one of the host cities for the World Cup. There's a lot of visitors in town. Let's go talk to some people. When did you guys get into town, and how's the trip been?
Well, a week ago, 7 days ago. It's been a bit quiet, if I'm honest.
Not enough pubs. Pubs are dead.
I think we need a little bit more singing, personally.
Yeah, a little bit more, okay.
Too much beer. We don't like that. We don't like that.
There's like off the charts consumption of beer in town to where they're
There's
like running
British
out.
Dad
Some
Reacts.
places.
I'd be dope.
Does it have anything to do with that or no?
A little bit. Maybe a slight correlation.
Your thoughts so far, first impressions.
First impression, amazing. Love the place. Amazing, great people.
Our sons have been running around with cones on their heads. They've been doing all that. They've all been doing really stupid stuff. Yeah, which is a little bit worrying for a mum.
Brilliant. It's just parties everywhere, isn't it?
Right on.
Met loads of people saying they want it to be annually, wanting to come every year, so it's been good.
It was different. I didn't know what to expect, but it's brilliant. I really enjoyed it. And Boston folk are sort of like Scottish in a way. You know, they want to embrace you, have a good drink, party.
For sure.
Ideal.
Amazing.
What's been a highlight for you guys?
This bar.
Anything that's like surprises you about being in the U.S. at all, or
This queue to get in.
So this is
this queue to get in the bar?
It's quite clean.
Clean. It's not clean I thought it was going to be.
Okay.
We were in New York before and it wasn't so clean. But
New York's a little crazy. Yeah.
It's not as expensive as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Okay. I know you just got here, but have you guys done any activities yet?
Went to the Boston game. Go Red Sox!
Oh
Yeah!
boy, do the Scots ever take over a Red Sox game?
You've got the idea right. See if you can drink it. If any sort of game, that is a big step up. That adds to the atmosphere. So that was cool.
We went to a Red Sox game, but it was ideal. We loved it. That's my first baseball game.
Oh, that's really
I loved it. So the Scottish brought the atmosphere, which
Yeah,
is ideal.
all over
We were
every
singing our
statue
national
in
anthems
Boston,
and
they put a
different things,
traffic
funny
cone on.
songs, and we lifted the atmosphere. The Boston folk are telling me that we've never been, so they're saying, look, you brought the party.
What is the highlight of your trip been so far?
Right, so we started in New York, and it was the night of the next game. We spent a few days there, and then seen them win the championship, and that was f***ing mental, man. We were in like an Irish bar, and we had the top kind of a half of it packed out with Scotland fans, watching us win our first World Cup game in since 1998. And then once that game is almost finished, like there was another massive section like Knicks fans, and then watching them win the championship and just go crazy. Like the streets were packed, people were setting off fireworks. It's like how the stars aligned for that, to just us to be here the same time as that all happening. It's just been amazing. Like you literally you could not write it.
Food. Have you guys tried any good food? Any food that's standing out to you yet, or no?
Shake Shack. We had a Shake Shack.
I didn't hear that. I didn't know Ben passed away.
What else we have? Raising Cane's.
He passed.
Yeah. Can take our leave.
Ben passed away last night. What happened?
Leave it.
Yeah, take it or leave it. To be fair, nowhere does fast food like the Americans. So, like, Shake Shack, we went Chick-fil-A, we'd been to Chipotle. Chipotle was the first stop when we got here, as soon as we got off the flight. So we're eating healthy, yeah?
Yeah, you're eating good. You're eating good. Cool. Brilliant. Pancakes for breakfast. Don't get that back home.
No.
Pancakes and sausages. That's a taste combo we just don't get.
What are people having for breakfast over in Scotland?
Oh, yeah, it'll be savoury food, so it'll be like sausages, bacon, eggs. Yeah. But to have it with a sweet option in the same plate, that doesn't happen very often. It's not bad.
I like all the food, all the hot dogs, burgers, it's all good. Every single one.
Sam Le Grasse, is that deli shop? Yeah.
Sam shop.
Amazing, that song.
Hash gummies.
He loves
Hash
Five
gummies.
Guys.
Hash gummies.
He loves Five Guys at one time.
Not really ate much, just been drinking mostly. Had a couple of good pizzas.
Drinking?
That's about it.
We have tripled the St Patrick's Day weekend sales in one day. You know what? I think we could be doing better than that. Tripled. We need to at least quintuple that.
Beer, definitely the beer. Actually,
You guys are like beer's greatest threat.
Miller Lite I've been drinking, haven't I? IPA last night, a local IPA was really, really good.
Americans might need like you guys to come over and host a class, like a training course.
I think we're happy to come over anything you guys want. If you guys want us, we'll come. Genuinely. You guys want us. If you put up with us, we'll come.
What's different here compared to back home?
Well, I'd say they're more inviting, they're more welcoming back here.
Americans are?
Yeah, I would say certainly are.
Yeah. Why do you say that?
You get a bad press, don't you?
Yeah, is the media misrepresenting how Americans are?
Yeah, back home.
Interesting.
100%, yeah.
They're the nicest people in the world. They're so open to like chatting and all that, and like hearing about like our culture, our history, and all that kind of stuff. And
That's cool.
They're just really, really nice. Yeah.
It's good to hear, man. That's great to hear. I think
Yeah.
a lot of people are going to hear that. They're going to be excited to hear that.
No, definitely. They've been the most accommodating people in the world. Like I think the youths love having us here as well, surely as well. Like all these guys in like skirts, as you call them, and like it's just cool to see. Obviously, it's been amazing, mate. The American people are brilliant, man.
Don't believe a lot of the kind of hype about it being just really unfriendly and stuff. It's how you carry yourself when you're here, and just the
Ben Darling, he was a regular in 1.6 billion channels. He was a super awesome guy. Yeah, he was one of Stuart's mods. He was a lot of fun.
there's lots of opportunity and there's lots of ability to like kind of go. Lots of great choice and stuff like that.
The ones we've experienced this holiday, unbelievable. We've had such opening arms and we've been so welcomed into the city of Boston that it's hard to
Legal
sit there
fiction
and
is
think
Stuart.
Americans are bad, because every single
He's
person
got
I've met
Stuart's
that's
body
American
cam.
has been unbelievable. They've been so welcoming, they've been so supportive of Scotland. I came out of the subway at Kenmore,
Hey, MPC.
and we were mobbed by all these American kind of young people. I felt like it was John Lennon in 1964. I was like mental. All these people going round going like Scottish or Scottish. Oh, amazing.
Amazing, yeah. Like, no,
Didn't expect it to be as good as this, to be honest.
You guys are like stars here, huh?
Oh, guy bought us dinner the other day. We were at Quincy Market, and he was just like, "You're Scottish. Love the fact that you're in the city."
He bought you guys dinner?
Yeah, bought all of our dinners. We went to pay, and the guy was like, "No, it's already been paid for." So nice.
Meeting expectations or exceeding?
Yeah, exceeding.
We were in a few pubs last night, and there's people coming into town to meet the Scottish, and they've embraced us, and it's been brilliant. And we've had a few drinks bought free of charge, which is great. We love that, but we've also reciprocated that, so it's no problem.
Some of my friends just arrived this morning, so they went for a beer this morning. Went up to pay for it. A lady already paid the beer for her. That is friendship, you know.
We're hearing a lot of that.
Everybody's super friendly, really, really helpful, because we've been lost a lot.
Okay, so are Americans representing? Is that what you're saying?
100%.
Okay, good.
Absolutely. Everybody's been so kind and so funny and just accommodated our stupidness. And I mean, look, we've taken over your city and you've all just embraced it, and it's just been fantastic.
We love Ireland. Ireland. All right, so we got Irish, we got Scottish right here.
We're all right.
Okay, that's all right.
We all
hate England.
We love John McGinn.
Our thoughts on Keir Starmer in England?
He is a complete wanker.
What's the beef here? What's wrong with England, huh? We got to go find some English people.
Go find them. They're kids.
Hey, you guys, your experience with Americans, how have you been received here?
Love us. Americans love us. We love them. Hospitality has been top notch.
They really love us, and we really love them. They're very hard to get. You say one wrong thing, and the girls just walk away. They're very crabbed, like. No, it's they're contrary.
Maybe you're just a weirdo.
You come to a Democrat city, you have to behave yourself.
Right, a little more sensitive.
Yeah. Or the Irish, like, will absolutely lay into you. You get on with it. See here.
Yeah. Is it true? Is your dad gay?
Is it true?
That is true.
Also, the police have been very, very good. They've been standing back, letting the people enjoy themselves. Instead, if you go to Italy, if you go to Spain, the police cause a bit of trouble. But here, they've just let everybody enjoy themselves.
Interesting.
You know?
So that's the difference that you're seeing compared to, other sporting events and all that. They're letting you guys enjoy yourselves.
Yeah, that's what they've done. Well done to them.
The police have been really helpful. If you look confused, they'll ask you, "Is everything okay?" And they haven't lifted anybody. Well, that's what we say at home. You got lifted, which means you got arrested. So nobody got
flexibility.
Nobody got lifted.
We're hearing a lot of good things about the police, kind of letting everyone have a good time.
Oh, mate, they're so nice, man. You don't get that back in Scotland at all.
With the police are.
Yeah, we hate the police back in Scotland. Well, not everyone. Me personally, I'm not the biggest fan. I was at a 7-Eleven there.
Yeah,
and
the Nessie
police,
hat's awesome.
They were buying like people's food and all that. They were just so nice. Like,
they were.
We don't get that.
Wow,
it's you would never find that in Scotland.
The fact that if you come over here, if you enjoy yourself and ingratiate with the locals, then they will take
I
you
love
back.
that.
It's
Wearing a
reciprocal.
kilt
So
and
if
a
you go
red
out for a
fox shirt.
party, they're willing to accept it. But not the level. So Scotland knows how to do it. England doesn't. Behave yourselves, England.
What's going on with England? We're hearing this a lot. Are they just not behaving themselves anywhere?
They can't handle their beer.
Not good.
No, but the Europeans know how to do it. The Norwegians have to do it. The Dutch know how to do it. The French know how to do it.
A lot of people are talking about the English coming. Are you happy about that? Or are you guys trying to drink all the beer before they get here?
But I think we've done a great job of that. I mean, they've came over and they're boasting about, we drank 5,000 pints. We drank this place dry. So I'd like to see them try and, emulate that or try and do it, but they won't.
Yeah, good luck to them, I guess.
Nah.
What are your thoughts about the Scots taking over town?
I have a few thoughts. One of them is they have been adorable. I think most Bostonians would say that they have been they were partying on our street last night, and it's kind of a small street, and they were, brown paper bags, the whole thing, but they were so cool about the way they were doing it. I'm good on them.
What is something that people from Europe have to do when they visit the States?
Definitely get involved in the sports stadiums and the fan experience and stuff like that. It is a bit of a trek to Foxborough, but when you get there, it's excellent. And Fenway is top drawer because it's got all the bars and that round about it. So it's a really good day out. Nobody is watching the baseball at all, but it's a good place for having a beer and all in the sun,
How is it different from home, like the stadiums, the fans? Does it differ in any way or no?
There's a whole bunch of Scottish fans that were staying in Connecticut, and they rented, I think it was 57 yellow school buses because it was cheaper to get them up to Boston for the games. And what's hilarious is everybody that's come thought the yellow school bus was just something in movies or something. They didn't know they were real. So they were just amazed by the yellow school buses.
Yeah, people at home and when we're watching a soccer match, we watch the soccer, And here,
No,
really,
we
nobody's
are all
paying any
nuts.
attention to baseball
That's
whatsoever.
just it, Chester.
They're just
We
getting
are
drunk and
nuts.
eating
We
burgers
are
and stuff like
that.
that. At home,
And that's
we
what
don't have
makes
beer
us
in our
fun.
stadiums, for example.
Oh, do you not?
Nah, because people get too violent when they're drinking,
Definitely don't be frightened
No,
to do the
great
internal
granny.
flights
We do not wear
and do a bit of a
underwear
city
under our
hop.
kilts.
Because
I do
your
have a
internal
kilt,
flights
and
are much
I
more
always
reasonable
am
than they are
regimental.
in the UK. It can be quite expensive for us, for instance, to fly from Inverness to London if you wanted to maybe do an overnight trip. Your internal flights are much more reasonable, and your internal flights are a bit more like getting on and off a bus
Yeah.
for us.
Interesting.
So that's definitely a really good thing.
What do you recommend people do?
Just keep drinking.
Just keep it going.
Just drink through it, mate. Just have a good
That was
no
probably
breaks.
all those Scots.
Pure alcohol.
No Scotland, no party.
The last thing I want to say is, how do we go about changing the area to New Scotland? New England. This is New Scotland. Up in here. Let's go.
Boston front.
Guys, we just made it into the Dubliner. We're going to do some interviews here. We got a local here. Your thoughts on all these Scots in town, man?
This is some of the craziest stuff I've ever seen in my life. I've never heard of a bar in Boston selling out a beer in a night. You know what I mean? Like, them coming here and being able to do that is nothing short of phenomenal.
They're out here setting records, huh?
Honestly, it's crazy. I've never seen anything like it. I'm loving it, though.
You run out of beer, the English come in, they got none. It's that simple.
That's the strategy at play here, huh?
Strategy.
It seems to be working.
I like it.
I
love her.
How long have you known her?
Hey, 20 minutes.
Genuinely, the people have been so
20
welcoming
minutes.
to the Scots. I know we're a good bunch, but they've been so welcoming. So come on.
American people, no Scotland, no party. Thank you for your hospitality. Every single one of yous have been amazing. And come to Scotland, why not? It's beautiful, you'll love it. No Scotland, no party.
Well, if I ever get in your area, I'm wearing my kilt.
Watching this video, we will catch you all in the next one. And as always, huge shout out to our founder tier members. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. If you had a great time watching this video, make sure to like, subscribe, do all that great stuff. Catch you all in the next one.
I don't like how the Europeans are starting to make me more patriotic.
John goes commando. No, it's not commando. It's called regimental. When you're Scottish and you wear a kilt, you're regimental. Yeah, there's a few videos of that in New York City when they go over a subway grade and their kilts go up. Let's see here.
Because they've been here. I don't like
this
it.
one.
I do not like this. Every time I see a video of one of them trying our food or like experiencing a flyover at a game, I have to stop myself because it's like I want to be so proud, like, yes, this is America. But then, damn, this is America. They need to go back home because I don't like this. I'm stuck. I don't know, should I be proud to be an American or not? They're making me too patriotic, and I don't like this. I don't like it at all.
Rather negative news about the Americans in the last 5 years, let's say that. And I think we are all enjoying like the fact that this country is so great to visit. People are amazing, so welcoming. The culture is amazing. It's like Europeans are getting a new view of America right now, I think, through our content, and that's cool, I think.
Can I please have a roast beef? Oh, that looks so good. It looks so juicy. I'm not getting all that, obviously. Wait, I'm getting all of that? Wait, what? She's joking. No, she must be joking. No way, what? I get all of that?
That want to hate the country, but
thank you. I don't know what to say. Welcome to Texas. Is this a normal size?
Everything that's going on.
It is? Is this Texas style?
I would say it's Texas size.
All right.
Service about an 18 to 20 ounce portion of prime rib.
Wow, amazing. All right, ready for a light lunch here in Houston, Texas.
Mesdames et messieurs, we need to talk about.
This guy is awesome. He's French. He's a proper French, stuck up, that kind of French. And he got the shock of his life coming to the U.S. for his first time.
L'Amérique. As French, we need to stop saying Vive la France and start saying Vive l'Amérique.
Actually, I'm going to turn on the closed captioning.
This is incroyable. C'est incroyable. I just had Texas barbecue for the first time in my life. Poof. Better than any moment in my life. And I am married and have 2 kids. Oh, but in France, you have des crêpes, les petits pains au chocolat, les croissants. No, I give my left croissant for a Texas brisket. Don't even get me started on Costco. Costco is bigger than my village where I live. Whatever you want at Costco, it's there. You just show up and you could buy your life there. We need to start a revolution just to get Costco in France. I will be the first one to say I will start a revolution to get a Costco. Les Italians, Italians, I'm sorry, but ranch makes pizza better than anything I've ever tasted. When you go to a restaurant, you leave a tip. It's because they're so nice. But my waitress, she came over and talked to us like we had known each other for years. it was like she wanted to be my best friend. And at the end, I felt stupid not to leave a tip. In France, they want to take off the tip of my head. Speaking about how nice and friendly these Americans are, I think in France, I can count on one hand how many people have smiled at me. Just normally, just smile, you know. I think my mother has smiled at me twice. Here, just going down the street, everybody says hi. Like, what do you want? What do you mean hi? What do you mean bonjour? Oh, hi. This is a normal road in America, and this is bigger than the Champs-Élysées. This car right here is called a Waymo. Waymo? C'est ça? Yeah, Waymo. And for the longest time, I wondered why it was called a Waymo. It is because America has way more than the rest of the world.
I'm a Brit in America, and this place is absolutely insane. Buc-ee's. There's like 60 different petrol pumps. We're just on our way to Dallas now for the England game.
No,
then we're going to Oklahoma City tomorrow, then Branson and Missouri the day after, and then we're driving across to Nashville.
The best part about all these Europeans coming to America for the first time for the FIFA World Cup is the stark difference of Europeans coming to America versus Americans going to Europe. Because when Americans go to Europe, we're like, wow, look at this cathedral. Look at this castle. Look at this amazing architecture. Look how everything's so historic. There's cobblestone streets. You can walk everywhere. The public transportation. Europeans coming to America, it's like, wow, look at this big gulp from 7-Eleven. It's massive. Wow, at Walmart, you can go get a million different varieties of Dr. Pepper. There's a Coke freestyle machine. You can make up your own pop. You can they're going to In-N-Out. They're going to Buc-ee's, Waffle House. That's all the content I'm seeing. Food, food, food. Big sizes.
Being a Brit from the UK, we all have a perspective of what we think America is like. We all think they love fast food, they don't eat healthy, and they just sit at home, relax all day, don't work. Listen, that's what we think. But no, it's the complete opposite. Literally, Americans do not like a lot of fast food. They're into their fitness. People love soul food. People love to cook.
Your great granny.
People love exploring. People love going out. Honestly, being a Brit, we get told different things. We see different stuff. So I'm coming here, experiencing it and understanding people's life. It is so good. Literally, if you're not from the USA, you need to come here. You need to experience what it actually is like. And also, we don't really know that there's 50 states. Well, unless you're like me, I didn't know there was.
Billy, I'm actually gonna next week. I'm gonna have some Europeans that are
never saw
shooting
this
guns
in
for
Europe.
the first time.
Why so big?
It's hilarious.
Why so big?
They love
Diehard
them.
soccer fans from all across the world are here in the U.S., and they are certainly making their presence known. Here's ABC's Danny New.
I guess Boston would not have needed Paul Revere if the Scottish were coming. Bagpipes rang out all around Beantown over the weekend as the Tartan Army became one of many international fan bases to take over the World Cup's opening weekend in North America. In fact, who needs bagpipes? When the Scottish sang their pre-match anthem Saturday night, Scotland's The Herald reports it was the loudest noise ever recorded in World Cup history at 125 decibels. I asked reporter Connor Ryan about it, who took this video.
I've never seen anything as loud as when they sang that anthem together. It was unreal.
Did it hurt?
Your ears were kind of ringing afterward.
Meanwhile, across the country, we also saw varying levels of international diplomacy. From the Dutch throwing a Japanese fan in the air while he holds on to Pikachu, to some occasional taunting. However, one cultural exchange that picked up millions of views online was this Japanese man's documentation of his first ever experience at a Mexican restaurant in Texas. He said, quote, chips, salsa, unrequested, free. I stopped the waiter. We have not earned these. The waiter says, they just come with the table, man. He went on to end the post by saying, quote, the trust of a nation is in that salsa, and I intend to honor all of it.
Pissed me off. That was one of the best things I've ever eaten in my life. My timbers have been shivered and my taste buds have been blessed. One thing about America and their cheese, they are not stingy with it. It was loaded. It had so much. And carbonara pasta on top, my favourite. Then for dessert, I had to get the Linda's fudge cake. Seen it all over TikTok and I needed to try it. And it did not disappoint. It was 10 out of 10. The only thing I think it could have done with is being a bit warm or more squishy. I like me a moist cake. I'm going to be dreaming about this for the foreseeable. And this has inspired me to come back and do an eating challenge in Cheesecake Factory and just go through the whole menu because there is so much. Anyway, 10 out of 10 would recommend Bosch.
It is so nice that people from all over the world are finally finding out the truth about the US of A. All of these people that are traveling to the US for the World Cup are finally getting to experience the culture, the people, how big everything is, the food portions, how amazing the food is, how amazing the people are, how just different it is out there, how much Americans love their country, how patriotic they are. And especially for Europeans, this is going to be such a shock to them. And I think you guys have probably seen it all over the media. People are posting about it because they're just in utter shock at how much the media lies about this and how much they have actually been missing out on because they have believed the media. I think I've even seen them fly an eagle around the stadium. That alone would blow any European's mind. That will blow my mind. That is absolutely insane. And honestly, it's making me so excited to come back to the US. I honestly can't wait. I feel like I'm missing out at the moment.
The media portrays Americans as rude, lazy, all the above, and it's further from the truth. The amount of hospitality and kindness and care and pride Americans hold is truly like no other country I've been to. And to show you a perfect example of that, today is Flag Day, National Flag Day, and I went to the Huntsville Square. They did the whole ceremony where they lower the flag and I guess put a new flag up for the year. And that was obviously followed by the American national anthem. And it was just so nice to see everyone get their hat, take it off, and respect the country.
Now, you know what the World Cup has brought to light is that Americans were right in the fact that the European mind can't comprehend what we've got going on over here. Yeah, Waffle House is great. The German mind's blown. Yeah, Kyle Field, Texas A&M, would run circles around Old Trafford. Yeah, that's true. Mind blown. Yeah, you can't walk from Manhattan to MetLife, cross I-95, play a game of Frogger, you'll get smoked. European mind blown. They can't comprehend what we've got going on over here. We've known this. We've been telling them for like 4 college football seasons, pre-games, that they can't comprehend what we got going on over here.
I've got to say, collectively, we owe the USA an apology. And when I say we, I mean the entire world. And that apology is needed purely because of how much judgment the world has thrown onto the US over the last few years. The American people are probably the most genuine, welcoming, humble people that I've ever met in my life. 100%, if you get the chance, go to the US and travel and see it for yourself. I promise you, you won't regret it.
It's just been really cool. And I think one of my favorite parts even about World Cup is the fact that there's so many people coming in from all over the world and they're enjoying America. Like they're truly, truly enjoying America, enjoying all of the little things that sometimes we overlook. And you see the little like TikToks or stories from there's Freddie LA7 who is currently on Twitter. And it's like, they're just enjoying the little things about things that I also just think has been really cool, seeing our country through the eyes of people who don't live here.
I think we owe you a big apology because what we think America's like is exactly not what it's like. Like the news outlets in the UK say America's this, say America's that, say America's this, say America's that. I'm not going to get into detail, but listen, when you go to America, you actually see what it's like with your own 2 eyes. Honestly, people are so nice here. The hospitality is amazing. People are just so accommodating, and anything you want, they will do it. And the thing is, the people here are so nice, so polite, and in the UK, we think the complete opposite. We think people are not nice. We think it's very dangerous here. But it's not, guys. You need to go to America to experience it. Because if you're not, then you're missing out. You're 100% missing out of what it's like in the USA. So to me, to you?
Actually, Mama, I'm right here in New England. I didn't know World Cup was being held. I didn't know anything that it was even going on until I heard Boston was drank out of beer. I had no clue that World Cup was going to be here. I thought, from what I heard, they'll never have it here because we're such a horrible country and all that. So I was really surprised to find out that the World Cup was coming here.
I give you guys a huge apology because us Brits are missing out of the USA. Honest, guys.
America, you deserve and are owed an apology. And I'm going to say sorry on behalf of all the countries outside America and their media and the narrative they paint about America. Hundreds and thousands of fans for the World Cup are now seeing America through their own eyes, realizing the narrative they've been fed is false. And they're now realizing America is not the place that they thought it was. And I am sorry the media in these countries outside of America paints you the way they do. America is rich in culture, scenery, the people are amazing. And the media in the countries outside of America paint this weird narrative that it's a place that you shouldn't go. But now the tides are changing. There is a shift that is happening. And I'm sorry you've been painted in this light for so long. And I'm so happy America is finally receiving the flowers that it deserves. We've all seen the videos of the Europeans experiencing America for what it truly is, and it's amazing. When I first landed in America all those years ago, I came with an open mind. I saw it through my own eyes, and it's exactly what is happening right now with all the traveling fans for the World Cup and the foreigners. They are seeing America through their own eyes, and they're realizing how amazing.
I've been driving for 5 minutes now, and I can't wipe this smile off my face. I'm driving a Ram truck in America. Like, look how sick this is. Country music on the radio.
I can imagine that.
Go on. I'm going to Who Is.
I don't watch the news either.
In America, boys. Yeah. Praise for freedom.
I bloody love driving in America. It's such a pleasure. It's such an absolute pleasure. We've had to change our car purely because we needed to, the old car had a service, but we've got this Jeep Wagoneer. It's massive. It is huge. The air conditioning is amazing. The screen's amazing. I'm even getting cold air blowing up my bottom. I love being in America. I love American cars. I love American roads. And we are having the best time of our lives.
One thing I wasn't expecting here in America is how smooth your roads are. I mean, look at this. Where's the cobblestone? It's all smooth.
It's just a 2-hour drive. What are you talking about? An American will look me dead in the eye and be like, yo, do you want to come over today for dinner? I'm like, no lie, bro. It's kind of a far drive. He's like, dude, it's only 3 hours back and forth.
The thing is, Americans will genuinely be like, oh.
That's so true. We'll go and drive several hours for dinner. And Europeans cannot grasp the concept that, hey, driving an hour for commute for work every day is not uncommon. And you look at the size of Europe, England, from London to Edinburgh, Scotland, is 400 miles. That's 2 countries. The entire Great Britain, in fact, the entire UK will fit in the state of Idaho.
Like, it's just an hour and a half. Like, I don't mind.
It's like,
if I drive, dude, that's literally so fucking far.
Norwegians in Times Square. Anybody else get any buffering?
America is just like the movies, and I can't believe it. We saw this school bus on the way back from Fort Worth, Texas today, and I think I'm too English to understand, but do people actually get this to school every single day? Because I'm starting to realize that Texas is so big that this probably comes to their house. Does it come to their house, or is there like a place it picks them up? I don't understand how the school bus system works. I also just thought they existed in movies. I was actually way too excited when I saw this. The fire engines as well are another level of cool. The fire engines just look so sick.
Okay, so I bartend in Boston, and currently the FIFA World Cup just started, and I work the day shifts, which means I'm there from 10:30 to 4:30 or whenever I'm free to go. I was actually able to get out at 5:15 today, surprisingly, with how busy I was. But I thought I'd make a video about how much I made today thanks to the World Cup, because I got absolutely whacked at work today, and it was a lot of hard work, but it was also a lot of fun. So my credit card tips were $464, and then that's not including the server tip out. On top of my credit card tips, I also made
Bill, one of the videos I have here is Josh from England, and he's talking about how you could drive from France and Germany and Luxembourg and on and on and on. All these, it was 7 or 8 countries, and driving across Texas was still farther.
some cash. So for cash, I made 1, 2, 3, 350, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 450, 470, 475, 480, 481, 482, 483, 484, 485, 486. So for a grand total, that brings me to 950 plus whatever the server tips me out. And yeah.
That's 1 6-hour shift with all the people that came for the World Cup. Wow.
I know people are complaining about the World Cup being in the US, but as a girly who bartends in Boston, I am not complaining. Shout out to Scotland. They were most of my customers today, and now I'm rooting for them. So let's go, Scotland.
Residents in Lawrence, Kansas have welcomed the Algerian team to their city, where flags now adorn storefronts and cheers for the Greens, as they're known, echo through the streets. In Dallas, Team Croatia found everything is bigger in Texas, including an enormous flag unfurled for a welcome parade downtown. And Boston is the site of a Tartan Army takeover, playing host to Team Scotland, whose fans led a 5,000-strong bagpipe march and reportedly drained local bars dry in celebration.
I haven't seen a Boston party like this in a very long time, so having it be in Boston, especially, a city with a lot of immigrants, a lot of passion for the sport, it's great. It's great to see.
Asian people, we always have energy, whatever the circumstances.
To be a gay party is already a victory. We already won! Viva
As soon as that goal went in, I'm going to America.
I walked out of the newsroom, my office building, and seriously, like, you look around to your left, your right, kilts everywhere. There's people singing in the streets. The energy is great. The vibe has been totally positive. And I think Bostonians have been like pleasantly surprised at just how, cool all the tourists coming in for the World Cup have been.
It was quite humid when I stepped off the plane. I don't deal well in the heat.
Worst traffic
is here in Atlanta. Like, mate, it is mental. It doesn't matter what time you go out here, there's always traffic. Like, would I be wrong in saying this? But it rivals New York, no?
You keep the shit like peak, like you being yourself. But like when you from the city, you get a whole different vibe, bro. Like what they everybody hate you, and if you from here,
yeah,
English. It's like.
We're on his way to Texas. What are you looking forward to most? Some big steaks, big trucks, and HEB. What you're not looking forward to? A 35.
I've actually been learning recently how warm and welcoming people in Dallas are. We're really excited to be here and explore all the places. So if you have any good recommendations, please let me know.
行ってほしいメキシカンレストランを紹介します。それを食べていきます。これはケサディーヤって言います。が入っていて、すごい美味しいです。食べてみてね。ブリスケットのお肉。で、あとはピクルとか、オニオン。で、これがすごいビーフリブです。
I have one thing to ask of all the Americans enjoying the FIFA World Cup, Europeans being here. Please remember this. Because what they're seeing, what you're seeing through their eyes right now is what it actually is here. No one really knew they were coming. We're not big soccer people. It's not like we were preparing. It's not like people are trying to show a better side of us than it is. These are videos of people just going around the country and meeting actual regular people in their actual regular lives, being how they actually are. This is what it actually is. So when they leave and we go back to just seeing each other through our own eyes, don't forget that what they saw is the reality. What you're seeing is informed by your entire life and every argument and every political news story that you watch and every influencer that you see every day. What they're seeing right now is what it actually is.
Americans, it's finally happening. It's going to go down as the best World Cup in history. Everyone across the world now has realised that they have been lied to this entire time from their media in their own country. People across the world are now travelling to America and they are realising how beautiful the country is, how beautiful the people in America are, how well-mannered, how polite, how respectful they are. Every single state is like a completely different country, different landscape, different cultures. I get it at home. Like, people close to me say, oh, why do you want to go to America for? You know, this and this happens and you don't. But these are the people that have never been to America, or they've been when they were kids. So they haven't got a clue. I go every year. Me and my family go every single year. We know what it's like in America. The people are well-mannered. The people are respectful. The people are polite. They're patriotic. Every road you go down, there's American flags. You can't do that in the UK. Finally seen it. And I love it, Americans. I absolutely love it. You see online, it's just videos of people apologising. I absolutely love this World Cup because of it.
I'm going to do some other videos along the same lines.
Also, as I'm seeing the content from the tourists who are visiting for the FIFA World Cup, none of them are saying the food's nasty.
Yeah,
like, I have yet to see one video. It's one girl literally
I want nothing more than to stay in the USA, finish the World Cup, and meet more fantastic Americans.
Bro, are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Just look at the entertainment left, right, and center, and we are just something.
Yeah,
I just think it's how they embrace the experience and about how they're.
Yeah, we've seen all those people. This is, like I said, we've gotten complacent about our country. We see it every day, so we don't see it anymore. But by watching people have never experienced our country before, it's back to that new eyes. We're seeing our country in a way through their eyes and having a new appreciation for our own country. Yeah, we've got tons of problems here. Every country does. But I've always said this is the greatest country in the world. And other people are finding that out. You know, it's going to give, you know, new respect to our country and what we stand for. Because there's some of them talk about how they don't have the freedom that they can. In England, they can't fly the Union Jack in England. It's not allowed, except for certain special occasions. Where here, everywhere you go, you see American flags. See them on cars, see them on houses, see them on buildings. Go into a store, there's American flags. They can't do that in England. It's not allowed. I'm going to play this one last one here, and then we're going to call it quits for the night because I have to go work on a car.
And it blows my mind, and I've been to America. If you...
Get back there. There we go.
And it blows my mind, and I've been to America. If you now were to drive in Europe across France, Belgium, Netherlands, Germany, Luxembourg, Austria, and Switzerland, so 7 different European countries, and you took the amount of time you drove across them countries in Europe, you still wouldn't make it across Texas.
Something that I'm never going to get my head round is the size of America. Okay, listen to this. Since we've been here now 4 weeks, we have driven 3,000 miles, almost to the dot. If we were to do 3,000 miles in the UK, we could go up and down it 5 times.
When I moved from Germany to Texas several years ago, I really underestimated how big Texas actually is. In Europe, well, I'm from Germany, you can already check off so many other countries when you travel. Texas, it takes you like 7-8 hours, even longer, depending where you at. It's insane.
There was where was it? One of them that I saw. They were driving. They flew into Boston. They were going down to Houston for the World Cup, and it took them 3 days to drive there. And it boggled their mind. They were only halfway across the country. It's so huge.
Everything is bigger in Texas.
Americans will do a 4-hour commute and it be normal.
Europeans are completely shocked when they realize the staggering scale of America is not a myth. Hit that subscribe button for more global culture shocks. Many arrive expecting quick road trips, only to learn driving 7 hours in Florida keeps you in Florida. The sheer size is unfathomable. The entire UK is 94,000 square miles, while our national parks alone cover 133,000. Visitors are weeping at Yellowstone and its beauty. This vastness explains why Americans vacation domestically, from crossing 4 time zones to eating Costco rotisserie chicken in huge parking lots. Witnessing this massive country is a truly unforgettable experience.
Yeah, that's for sure.
America, we need to talk. We need to talk about how beautiful and amazing your national parks are. Today, we're in Zion, showing my brother around as he's visiting America.
How ridiculous is that? My friend Dan has just moved to Long Beach, New York. I checked on Google Maps how long it would take to get there from Oregon. 42 hours and $63 in tolls. The size of this country is honestly mind-blowing. It's like its own planet. It's so big. I honestly, what in the world? I don't think people from the UK will ever truly understand how big America is until they come here and they try and drive around. For example, to drive the length of one state, Texas, it takes 12 hours. To drive the length of the UK, it takes about 14 hours. Texas is just one state. The UK is a whole country. Just think about that.
But I don't think people realize how big, large, wild, full of wildlife, full of animals that America is.
This country is.
There is nothing quite like American national parks and state parks. It's just incredible. Absolutely incredible. There really is. Like no other. I honestly think unless you live in America or unless you visit here, you can't really comprehend how nice these areas are. And I think we've timed it nice. It's a Monday today. It's actually generally really quiet here. A few bikes going up and down as they do, but really quiet. The weather is perfect right now. Cool breeze. It wasn't like this last time we come. It was roasting last time.
Facts that I use to verify the size of America to people who don't believe how big it actually is, who've never been there. And it's this fact right here. And it blows my mind, and I've been to America. If you now were to drive in Europe across France, Belgium, Netherlands, Germany, Luxembourg, Austria, and Switzerland, so 7 different European countries, and you took the amount of time you drove across them countries in Europe, you still wouldn't make it across Texas. You still wouldn't. How insane is that? And that's just one state. I use that fact all the time when I try and tell people how big America actually is. You can drive across seven European countries, and in the same time, if you did that across Texas, you still wouldn't make it across Texas. What? And that's one state. There's 50 states, man. What? And if that doesn't verify you how big America actually is, then I don't know what will. I literally don't know what will. Absolute mental.
Americans will do a 4-hour commute and it'd be normal.
So the original video that I stitched is talking about how people in the UK are always kind of shocked that Americans don't think that a 1 hour-ish driving distance is a very long commute, because of course everything in the UK is a lot closer together and a lot of things in the United States are not. But what's missing from that part of the conversation is that there are states in the US that are such wildly different sizes that sometimes this just happens within the United States as well. My personal example is I was born and raised in Florida. You drive from east to west across Florida at the very, very top, which includes the Panhandle. That's Destin to Jacksonville. It's about 4 hours, 40 minutes. And if you drive north to south, that's Jacksonville to Miami. It's about 5 hours, 9 minutes. Never been a really big fan of Florida, so when I was 21, I moved to Connecticut. East to west, Stamford to Stonington, that's about 1 hour and 44 minutes. And straight up the center of the state from New Haven to Enfield, it's about an hour. But what's interesting is that Florida is only the 22nd largest state out of the 50 states in the US, whereas Connecticut is 48th. So when I lived in Florida, I had friends that lived a couple hours away. And if I wanted to go visit them, yeah, it's a couple hour drive. There's surprisingly not a really good amount of public transportation in Florida. And when I moved to Connecticut, I found out really fast that people in Connecticut think that half an hour is a long trip. I mean, to be fair, Connecticut is a state in what is known as New England. So I guess it's appropriate.
So I've been to Walmart already, and it's huge. But what is this? Costco. This is even bigger than Walmart. I'm way too European for this. I'm not able to understand. That's huge. Why is it so big?
Americans, I need you to explain something to me. Because in England, this would be insane. I keep seeing videos of Americans saying driving 2 hours to the gym like it's absolutely nothing. In England, 15 minutes in the car is considered a fairly long drive. You Americans will drive 3 hours and call it absolutely nothing. If we drive 3 hours in the UK, we are almost across the whole country. You guys are built different when it comes to driving. So be honest with me. How many of you spend 2 to 3 hours a day driving, or maybe more? Like, what is your regular distance that you drive? Be honest with me, be open. In the UK, this is completely shocking to people. Like when I say, oh, I'm doing a 3 hour drive, that's nothing because I'm American now. They look at me as if I've just hurt their mother. You know what I'm saying? People aren't used to that in the UK. It's unfathomable, unfathomable. Americans, what is your regular distance that you drive? Let's shock all the British homies.
convince Europeans experience distance differently than Americans because I'm in a long distance relationship with my boyfriend right now. Every time I bring it up to someone who lives in Europe, they're like, oh, like I did long distance before. Like I only saw my boyfriend every like 3 months. It was so hard. I was like, oh my God, 3 months. Like how far do you guys live from each other? Thinking it was at least like a continent away. And they're always like, oh, like it was a 3-hour drive. Like I just couldn't justify making that every month. And I was like, my boyfriend and I lived an 8-hour drive and we still saw each other like once a month when I was doing college in the States. And these people are like fiancés or like married. You only live 3 hours away from your significant other and you're not willing to make that drive. But it also doesn't make sense because you can drive 3 hours and be like in a completely different country here. But if you drive 3 hours from San Diego or OC, you're still like in Southern California.
Nothing is funnier to me than British people's complete lack of understanding of most things about America, but particularly the size of America. They think that they can travel to New York and pop over to Seattle or go to Disney World and check out the Grand Canyon in one trip.
How small do Americans think the UK is? I'm going to give you visual aids here instead. Let me draw you a picture. Scotland, over here to a place called John O'Groats. That's taken us 15.5 hours to drive. So that is driving from the southwesterlymost point to the northeasternlymost point.
Yeah, basically.
Go from San Diego, which is the bottom of California, to the top of California to Oregon is 12.5 hours. From one part of Texas to another part of Texas is 7.5 hours. To go from the bottom of New York to the top of New York, depending on which area you're going, is about 6 hours, 7 hours. So forgive us when we are talking about singular states within our nation and going 14 hours between all the countries in the United Kingdom. It's not far. It is very common for people to travel and commute 1 to 2 hours for work each day back and forth. It is very common for people to travel 30 minutes to go to church. 30 minutes to see their friends, 30 minutes to get groceries. So yeah, when you're talking about America, I think Europeans' minds can't truly comprehend the scope and the size of America because America is comparable to Europe. It's not comparable to your singular European countries.
Talking about, size, I've stopped doing it now, but I used to do 1,000-mile-a-day trips on my motorcycle. Last Iron Bot I did was the year before Sassy died, and we did 2 Iron Butts. That's 1,000 miles in 24 hours. And you realize when I started... when we started that first 1,000 miles to the end, we did 1,056 miles. We went through only 3 states. That kind of gives you a little thought of how big this country is.
America, I cannot get my head around how big this country is. My childhood friend, Dan, has moved to New York, Long Beach. We were chatting the other morning. I was like, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. He was like, no, it's not. It's 9 o'clock. I was like, what do you mean? He was like, there's a 3-hour time difference from San Diego to New York. How can a country, the same country, have time differences? It's that big. He was telling me that from San Diego to New York is a 7-hour flight. That's the same as going from New York back to London. This country is like, I can't fathom how big it is. It's so massive, so much to explore. Let's get after it. Let me put it this way. Since we've been in America, we've been here for 6 days. We've done 850 miles in the car. The length of the UK is only 362 miles.
I'd never should talk to you, Amy.
Just think about that. My God.
Three biggest states: Alaska at 663,000 square miles, Texas at 270,000 square miles, and California at 160,000 square miles.
Yeah, this will help us out, actually. This will help us out.
I want to know what England is.
Yeah. So we could get into our heads like what it is.
Yeah.
So, how big is the UK or England?
UK.
The whole of the UK. How big is the UK in square miles? Then we can like compare it. The UK is 94,000 square miles.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So let's
and they're just areas in America.
Yeah.
States: Alaska at 600.
So Alaska's 663,000 square miles. The UK, England, Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland, all combined is 94.
Oh my god.
Mad, innit?
We're tired.
I don't ever slow up. No, I don't.
All righty. I have never seen a bald eagle outside of a zoo in my life. Well, this was something completely different. I felt I wanted to do something other than police videos and all that. Yeah, police videos, we're seeing the worst of America. I wanted to show some of the great things about America, especially with the World Cup going on and people seeing America for what it really is. You know, we're jaded because we're here all the time, so we don't see it. So seeing it through their eyes and that excitement and seeing what a great country it is, that we forget about that we do live in the greatest country in this world. I'm 100%. We've got our problems. Every country has their problems, but what we have to offer is amazing. One of the videos I saw was Canadians that had never been to the U.S. and they came for the World Cup, and all their preconceived notions. Oh, fireworks going off. Their preconceived notions of what the U.S. is like was completely wrong, and it blew their mind. Watching these reaction videos from the World Cup fans and that, it gave me a new appreciation for what I have every day, what we have every day, and what our country stands for. So I'm going to be doing some other same type of videos next week. Since it will be the 4th of July, I don't know how many people is going to be there since it will be the 4th of July and be a holiday. So I'm going to call it quits for the night. I have to go do some work on the car. One, rest in peace, Ben. We will miss you. You were a big part of the family. You're an awesome guy. We love you. We will miss you. Number 2, remember to keep it weird. See you next week. God bless all of us, and God bless the United States of America.
Clock strikes high underneath the digital sky. Gather around the glow with the screen, the strangest sights you've ever seen. Another week has flickered by in a blur of gray and white, but I've been waiting for the magic of a Saturday night. I click the link and see the faces that I know so well, with stories from the edges that the papers never tell, from the deep blue to the craters on the road. to your knees. We laugh about the glitches and we wonder at the signs, reading all the secrets hidden deep between the lines. It doesn't matter where you are or where you've been before. You're always welcome here when you walk through the digital door. From the cryptids in the forest to the glitches in the mind, it's the best damn family that a person's gonna find. Thank you for joining the world of weird news, where we leave behind the shadows and the weekday blues. 7 p.m. Saturday, sitting with the family tree, watching and we're chatting in the file community, sharing all the fun and all the weirdness of the earth, finding what the mystery and the wonders really were.